back to another video from HSTV, and in today's video, as you can see by the video title, I'm going to be trying Notion for the very first time. Now, for those of you who are not aware, Notion is a note-taking app that you can find on Android as well as other platforms. I have personally never used Notion before. I've heard a lot of stuff about it. So today I thought, this is the day I need to try it, and I thought I'd share that experience with you guys. So I'll be going over like first impressions, I'll be doing like little comparisons to other note-taking apps that I've tried, and yeah, see what you guys think of it as well. Let me know in the comments. Now, of course, if you're new to the channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Hayden. I'm going into my 4th year of medical school here at the University of Edinburgh, and we're about to start our clinical years, right? So I'm going to need a good note-taking app, a good platform to help me get things straight. And amongst the medical students, Notion seems to be popular. And today we're going to be seeing whether it really lives up to the hype or maybe not so much. Now, the main device that I use to help support me at university is Samsung's Tab S7 Plus. So this is where I'm going to be downloading Notion and I'm going to be trying it. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, so I'm about to install Notion for the very first time on my Samsung Tab S7 Plus. I have never installed it before. As I said, I've heard a lot of great things about Notion. So today we're really going to see how brilliant it is. Looking at some of the reviews on Notion, when I was having a look, I'm not sure what it is, but some of them are not great. It's only rated 3.9 stars on the Google Play Store. I'm not sure why that is, but I'm not going to let that kind of set us back. I'm just going to go in with a fresh mind and just really see what Notion has to offer. So when I open up Notion, it asks me to either continue with Google or Apple. So this is good to see that we've got compatibility across Android and Windows and iOS, etc. So I'm just going to log in and then get back to you guys. So on kind of first impressions then, I think it is a nice interface, quite easy to follow along. So you've got you've got this kind of main dashboard kind of thing that comes up, and you've got your different folders at the side here. We've got add icons. Okay, so this just seems to be the different emojis. Fine. You can also add comments. It seems to be on kind of first glance that this is more of a typed note format rather than a handwritten. And let's have a look. So if we tap the plus above your keyboard to add content. Okay, we can highlight text. So we can move things around like so. That's easy enough. So let's have a look at our quick notes. So you can jot down text, you can make to-do lists, create sub pages. You've also got your personal home. Okay, so you can have these little icons. I guess that's the aesthetic feel to Notion. I've seen a lot of med students actually kind of use this sort of stuff, and I guess within that it's quite interesting that you can put in links, so that's pretty cool, I think. Let's have a look. So okay, so this is interesting actually, that we've got all these different folders and things going on. So I can see the potential here that you can make it pretty aesthetic if you wanted it to. Let's have a look up here. We can share permissions. Okay, so it looks like there's definitely an opportunity for collaboration here. You can also publish to web. Okay, that's the comments, right? That makes sense. That's your page updates. Okay, it's like a log of what you've been up to. Okay, actions, let's take a look. So you can lock your database, you can add a favorites list, you can have your deleted pages, you can export. What formats can you export in? So export format, what have we got? Okay, so you've got PDF, HTML, Markdown and CSV. Okay, I guess this is again good if you're on like Windows or PC based stuff. I guess PDF is pretty universal, but I would have liked to see maybe other document types as well in there. Alright, that seems to be easy enough. What about here? We've got some settings, so that's just notifications. Okay, so you can make your account secure with a password. Okay, you've got a dark mode. I'll be interested in seeing that to see how, okay, interesting. And okay, that's pretty much the settings that we've got. I think I quite like the dark mode actually. I'm always a fan of the dark mode, so that's quite nice. So let's have a look at this tasks list. What have we got here? So this is kind of how they've given it. Okay, great. So what I think I want to do is try to start creating a bit of a medicine dashboard to see what kind of things I can add and what I can like change around, just to put it in a bit more context that would be useful for me. So let's do that now that we've kind of explored the main interface and see what we can come up with. So what I've actually just done is try to create a page on cardiology. This is just simply to try and you know, replicate something that I would want to make in real life at university. So, and what I thought was interesting is when I pressed the plus icon, so there's quite a nice few options. So you've obviously got a few headings. You can also embed a sub-page inside the page. You've got table, bulleted list, numbered list, toggle list, quote. You can have dividers. But this is quite interesting as well. Ask AI to write, continue writing, to summarize. There's also a ton of other options, which is actually really cool. This is all AI related. So I wonder if we can try out this AI feature then and see you know, how it works. So let's ask AI to talk about ECGs. Now I wonder if it can do that. So it seems to be that the AI on Notion, it doesn't generate you know, research for you, but if we wanted it to brainstorm ideas on ECGs, what would that do? Okay, so that's quite interesting that it's come up with all these ideas around ECGs, quite techy ideas, as you can see, like wearable devices, software programs. So that is quite interesting that they've got this AI feature now. This seems to be a template that they offer. I wonder if this is free. So you've got your student dashboard, which is your courses. It's then, okay, that's fine. Your clubs, your personal projects, videos. Okay, so how do we add this in? Okay, so I think you click use at the top here. So let's see how this template works out. Okay, nice. So we now have the student dashboard template. And I guess this is quite cool. It's kind of like setting up your own website in a way. That's why I think Notion is so popular. You really do have a lot of customization options, and this honestly does just look like a website, but for my student work, which is actually quite cool. So I quite like this template actually, so this is nice. Let's just go back to here. So this is an example sub-page. Fine, what about covers? Okay, so I guess, oh, I see. So this is the cover in the background, so like they had here. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm kind of learning as I go along, to be honest, with this all. So that's interesting. I can see the potential here with a lot of this actually, so it's quite interesting. If we click on this, what do we get? Okay. Seems to be Notion, there's a lot of stuff here. Like, I think it's a bit of a learning curve trying to get used to Notion and the way it works. And you know, when I've been working with things like Samsung Notes or Flexel or OneNote, I do think that it's easier to understand and easier to just straight away get into compared to this, where you actually have more complex organization and more complex way of putting things together. So I think that is my first impressions on this. Okay, that button closes this dashboard here. Fine, and I guess the great thing is that you can invite as well, and you can collaborate on certain things, so that's quite nice as well. But I guess the other person kind of has to be using Notion for that. If they're not familiar with how Notion works, then that might be a bit complicated. So all those features are great, but I thought to really get a feel for Notion, I wanted to make my own little dashboard. I know this is going to be nowhere near as advanced as you can get with the features available. However, I did want to set something up that if in the future I did want to use Notion for my 4th year of medical school, I had something set up and ready to go. And this would also allow me to explore some of these features a bit better and use them practically. So here it goes. Okay, so after about 20 minutes of fiddling about, you can see here that I have created a bit of a dashboard for my MBCHB Year 4. Now, of course, I haven't really added stuff inside these folders because, 4th year hasn't quite started yet. However, I think I have a nice template to work from. Some of the things that I really liked on Notion was how you could change this cover in the back, and there was lots of options to choose from, including ones that you could search as well. So I went for something quite medicine-y related. Other than that, I think it was really easy to kind of write down your headings and come up with these icons. I really liked how you could have these icons. This was a nice little aesthetic feel to the dashboard. In terms of other things that I then added to my page, so I mostly just went for pages inside pages where I'm going to be adding more stuff, and I guess this will just be kind of typed content that I add. So that's pretty simple to create. And yeah, I think it was nice to have these little images as well, these little icons at the sides. I think again it adds to that aesthetic feel. I was like moving some of these things around as well, and I found that quite easy to do. So I think overall, yeah, Notion does have a lot of potential. This is definitely nowhere near as advanced as I could go, and of course it would be good to actually have some content that I could add in so I could explore some more of these features. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see me kind of continue to use Notion maybe for a week or so, and we can try out more of the features. Alright everybody, well that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you found this useful, and I hope that taking you on this journey with me has helped you decide whether Notion is for you or not. If you want to see more Notion related videos and you want me to dive a bit deeper into what Notion has to offer, let me know in the comments and we can make it happen. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.